y'all, today is the day, right? Yeah, 30th, that's why we have this. Yeah. So like last week they had that whole like steal a base at the World Series, steal a taco, whatever. It's free Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Did we order it? Because it's free if you order it on the app, right? When does it come? Is it on it? When? You gotta get back before the end of the video, all right? With that said, my name is Erik Zachary, and on today's me kicking set pieces, big rewind. Kanye takes on InFlight Entertainment. Ellen goes for another show-stopping kiss, and people are not okay with the new Alphabet song. Kanye West, you probably already heard about this, the James Corden carpool karaoke has taken to the skies for an airpool karaoke, which in theory sounds great, but there's a couple issues I have with that. We'll tackle those in a second. Let's just play a little bit.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Flight number 808 with service to Los Angeles has been canceled.
808, a reference to the bass drum that many people use in productions of songs. Anyway, it starts with the same hokey, James Corden needs a ride kind of situation. I thought they were going to go to a private jet. Like, that would have been, I mean, it technically is a private jet, I suppose, but... I thought it was going to be like the two of them and like, yeah, he rolls up to, it looks like a private 737, which is impressive nonetheless, but you're telling me Kanye West is not only sitting coach, but he's also like 5 rows back in coach? No chance. There's absolutely no chance. I guess this really is the plane though that he's renting. It's because he's doing the whole Sunday service thing where he like travels around the US every Sunday to put on this huge gospel concert, essentially, which is amazing, but I think, thinks that there's like a front section where Kanye chills. Like there's no way dude is riding in the back. Or he just takes his own like G7 along with the 37 that meets him there. Anyway, it goes on to be kind of an awkward encounter. I mean, they're surrounded by the gospel choir that sings at Sunday service, which is very cool, and I'll play a little bit of that performance in a second. But the part that gets me is there's no laugh track, which I don't understand why they opted out of that. Because it's really no different than when they're in the car. They would just be playing this back live to the audience, but... That's a little shuffle. Like, he's trying to do the whole James Corden joke, but it lands kind of flat because there's not a lot going on. Also, that was a very... I'm going to get real technical real fast. Just the filmmaker in me wants to show you how bad this cut is right here. Look at this. Watch Kanye turn. He's going to turn towards James. And then... turn again. There he is. There he is. 3 turns. That's someone's directing this thing. I know. Really? Who would have thought? Let's move on to probably the highlight of the entire situation. Jesus walks live.
Jesus walk with me, with me,
to the hustlers, killers, murderers, drug dealers, even the strippers.
Jesus walks with them.
So that's kind of cool. And then after Jesus walks, they have their dialogue in between.
People thought it would be uncool to be married. Then I got married, and people are like, oh, that looks cool.
No one ever thought it'd be uncool to marry Kim Kardashian. Everybody thought it would be cool to marry Kim Kardashian.
Well, not Chris Humphries.
That's like the mic drop. That's the single best joke of this entire video. 19 minutes seems long for what it is. Also, like, I'm on board with what Kanye is doing. Obviously, as Jesus is King, his new album just came out. Very good. I'm a fan. Kanye is from Chicago, despite his checkered past. I am also from Chicago, so I try to stand him when I can. I would have liked for him to perform some of his other older stuff. Jesus Walks is really the only old one that he truly touches because of, obviously, the theme behind it. But he's trying to turn over a new leaf, which is pretty cool to see him doing, and it seems that he's doing it pretty well. So in addition to the new album, he's also releasing
As written in Luke, the army of God, and we are the truth.
A new IMAX movie. Not a regular movie. IMAX, because, you know, Kanye. Do we know if it's a documentary, or is it just like...
It's like a Kanye West film.
A Kanye West film. That could be literally anything. I think it's got to be like a docu-series of how Sunday service came to be. Because a lot of people didn't know Sunday service was a thing until it had already been going on for months. Because originally it was like a private gospel service in Calabasas, which was the whole idea that Kanye had. It was an invite-only thing, and then he brought it to, I want to say, not Lala, Coachella was the first place that he ever did it publicly, and that was streamed. I remember watching. That was like a 9-hour stream. And then he started traveling around and bringing it places. So it has to do with that, but
I'm sure it's like a doc.
it's got, yeah, something like that. It's got to be. That's cool, though. It's out now in select IMAX theaters, jesusisking.imax.com if you want to find out where that is playing. Of course, we have all these links below, as always. One more thing on Kanye before we move on. Northwest dancing to part of the film. She's cute. She got the vibes. I'm into it. Clearly a fan of what her dad is doing, which is very cool. And then, actually, I will compliment him. I'm not going to make a joke on it. What Kanye says here is pretty cool.
I want to say I love the fact that my daughter wants to go to church, and she has such a positive thought association to going to church because it's outside of the traditional four walls and outside of the pews. And now that God has called me and I now have given my life to Jesus Christ and I work for God.
A cool message. Whether you're religious or not, no matter where you stand on the issue, I prefer positive Kanye over Kanye going full-on tweet crazy, considering we have someone new to do that. Apple has announced and already released the brand new edition of the Airpods Pro. Who would have thought that these were on their way? It's a pretty cool commercial nonetheless. Apple's always done a good job with their advertising. Okay, you can watch the full thing if you'd like. All you really need to know is they're essentially, I think I have them on me. Yeah, they're essentially AirPods, which I love. I remember when these first came out, everyone was like, you don't want a stick hanging out of your ear. I don't mind it. I think it looks fine. Essentially, it's these with a silicone tip that fits to your ear better. But the real feature that everyone's talking about is the fact that it has noise cancellation and what are they calling, transparency mode, which is awesome. If you've ever worn any kind of noise cancellation, essentially what it is are headphones that use microphones to hear the surroundings and then cancel out those specific frequencies, which is fantastic. But if you're walking down, I don't know, the street in New York and you need to be a little more aware of your surroundings, or you want to hear someone talking to you really quick, you need to be able to jump out of that. So it's pretty cool that Apple has a mode where I think it's like a double grab or it's some sort of gesture, and you can actually temporarily hear the surroundings around you through the microphones. Kind of cool. Yeah, I'm into it. Like, think about like if you're on a plane and you want to hear an announcement real fast, you have to take it out of your ear. I know that seems like, wow, we're lazy. We don't physically want to remove it for 1 second. But as someone who does wear form-fitting earpods, you don't want to take them out and put it back in because you have to get the seal. And anyway, pretty cool. Apple also introducing, this is trending all over Twitter today, gender-neutral emojis in the latest iOS. In the latest update, you will have a third option to your male and female traditional emojis, 138 new gender-neutral forms. Hey man, I'm all about the inclusion. I think it's very cool to continue to have additional emojis to represent a growing number of people and part of our population. Anyone that's up in arms over this, I think you have no place to say anything if you didn't say anything the minute that emojis evolved past the circle face. Once it got past there and we started including multiple skin tones, multiple occupations, you have to assume that this would be the next logical step. So personally, I think it's a very cool thing for Apple to be doing.
There's a ginger emoji now, too.
That's what you take from all of this? That there's a ginger emoji?
It was what I was looking at.
Jennifer Aniston got jealous of Howard Stern, apparently. If you missed it, Ellen, Howard Stern, were on her show last week. He asked for a kiss. She said, it's been a while since I've done this, and they kissed, and it was a big moment. Jennifer Aniston, notoriously one of Ellen's better friends, appeared on the show and was asking a lot of questions about it, almost seemed jealous of it. Do we have the taco? Okay, I'm going to get through the story real fast. And then this happened. and that's it. But for obvious reasons, it's a trending video, which means that we include it. This I love. This happened today. A man tried opening a bank account with a fake $1 million bill. I love that the New York Post felt the need to put the word fake in this headline, as if there were a real $1 million bill. Could you imagine having that much value with one piece of paper in your pocket? Like, I'm already nervous when I carry a 20 in my pocket. Police in Nebraska are searching for a man who allegedly tried Monday to open an account with a fake $1 million bill. Staff at the Pinnacle Bank branch in Lincoln said that the man strolled in around 9:30 and presented the bill to a teller. The Lincoln Journal-Star reported he claimed the bill was real, despite the bank saying, no, it's not. If you didn't know, the U.S. government has never issued a $1 million bill. The largest bill that the Treasury has ever put into public circulation is a $10,000 bill, which I actually didn't know was a thing. I would have thought that was fake too, so we went ahead and Googled it, and here it is. $10,000 bill, it really is a thing. I get excited when I see a $2 bill. One more story stands in the way of me and that Fritos Locos Taco. Actually, two more stories, son of a... Okay, well this one's gonna be quick. The ABC song, I don't know who took it upon themselves to redo the alphabet song because they thought it was necessary. I guess they thought the LMNOP part was too complicated for children, so they did this.
AKLMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ.
That hurts. That's so cringy. That's worse than any cover of any song I've ever heard in my life. Okay, we'll pause on this story because this is trending. I actually know nothing about the story, but where's the taco? Hit me with that taco. Oh my God, you only got fire sauce. Of course, he only got the absolute hottest sauce. Okay, today's last story. This actually just started trending literally moments before we started filming, so we decided to throw it in, but I actually don't know anything about it. So let's read it, let's watch a video about it together. Bhad Bhabie. This is the girl that was on Catch Me Outside, how about that? She's 16, and Woah, Vicky, 19. I don't know who either of these people are. Let's just see some of the video. This is, I guess, the brawl that they had in the studio. Why is her voice so high? It's more enjoyable when you have a free taco. It is. I think there's more, right? Oh, wow. Yeah. They got aggressive. Oh, and she posted, "You live for the internet talking a nit." I think she meant ain't, which still isn't a word, but okay. "Done none of that yuck where you be pull up like I did. Show me you bold, my dude. A nit gonna hold bleep back." From what I could tell from this article, she's claiming she wasn't beat up, even though she clearly was pinned, which in an MMA fight, you lost. Yeah, this doesn't go well for her. I like that none of the dudes are doing anything. They're all just kind of like, really? Why is she in the studio? Is she doing another song? Why were they in the studio together if they have a fight going on? I have so many questions that I don't really care about, but also, we're already this far, so. If you know the answer.
Conspiracy theory, they staged the whole thing for internet fame.
I don't even know if that's a conspiracy theory. I think that's just, probably the truth. That is very spicy, and I like spice. You only got the fire sauce.
Fire sauce is the best sauce.
Thanks, Alex. All right, that is it for today's Big Rewind. Comment below if you want a shout out in the future episodes. Do we have some shout outs today? We do. Thank you so much for subscribing. Continue to watch. You can click over to here to see our most recent video. Shout out to the bro, Amsterdam, split up the words. I see what you did there. And Palm Chali. I'm sorry. Appreciate you. Click down here to subscribe. My name's Erik Zachary. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.